Yummy. One day it just started raining and it didn't stop for 2 whole months. A little bit of Forrest Gump for you. It is another rain day. I think we're going to go over to the other grain bins and transfer some grain around. We got about 200 acres of corn that we're going to try to put in those bins, but we've only got space enough for about 30 acres of corn, so we got to transfer some grain. We might haul some to town, and then I also need to see what kind of see if we need to drain any water out of the leg and stuff like that with all the rain we've had. But that's what we're doing this morning. All right, guys, I can't help myself. I gotta look this thing over some. Really, most of it is very similar to our machine, obviously minus the tracks. But this is one thing that is glaringly different. The chopper on this combine, this is their, I think this is called a turbo chop. Ours is called a MAV chopper. I mean, this whole design is different. This is supposed to throw it out better and more evenly distribute the chaff coming out the back, I think. I'm curious to see this run. I've never ran one with a turbo chopper. I really wish it wasn't so wet, because I'd really like to run this combine. But yeah, this is all different. I'm sure they'll explain that more in the demo video that we're going to do, but yeah, nothing else really looks a whole lot different. Up in the cab, our combines are 2014 and 2015 models, and I'm assuming this is an 18. Huh. No cab corn. Inside, this thing doesn't look any different at all. I mean, the controls are all the same stick, cup holders are the same, everything's the same. The only thing that's different is there's no steering monitor. It's a different radio. Other than that, this is the exact same. Dad's has the exact same interior. Mine has the cloth seats. This one has like the cool box right here. Like, I think you can put your ice chest in there and it'll blow cold air on it to try to keep it from the ice from melting. But mine doesn't have that, but Dad's does. Yeah, everything else is the exact same. That looks different. That is really weird. There's no tire over this step. Feeder house isn't even more. Still got the paint on it. Still got the paint here. I guess I better go get back to work. We'll play more with that later. Well, didn't go up. Just a little bit. Same old story. Water in the leg pit. Not as bad as it's been before, but it still stinks. I mean, it literally smells bad. It smells worse than George. Well, looks like we're getting a new vacuum. That one just caught on fire. Up and beans and dried corn. Corn that we're drying was from a couple days ago. We put a load in the holding bin at 17%, I think. I'm just drying it, turn it right back into that holding bin, and then I'm going to haul it down here in a little bit. It's been a while since we've dried. Ooh, that smells good. The other day when we put the combines up, my header wagon was clear up here. I was like a mile away from it, so I just drove the combine up to here, back in the building with the head on. So Dad's unhooking it now because we're not going to be doing beans for a little while. Dax, you cleaning up, buddy?
Yeah.
All right. Some good help. There's no George today, so Dax is filling in for him. I'm still curious to see how he's going to shift gears in one of the semis. We'll see how that guy's over here doing math. Kind of scary, but he's getting the actual raw weights off the grain cart scales so we can figure out what our test plot made. We did everything to our climate at, but it was we don't really trust it all that much, so we're let's see what the scales actually say it made.
Okay, we got the results of the plots. The plot channel was the highest yielder of 252.8, 5% lodged, 15.2 moisture. Pioneer was next. Pioneer 1197, 244.3, 15% lodged, 15.6 moisture. Then we got DeKalb 6387, 236.4, 20% lodged, 15.6 moisture. Then we got Seton Salt 1143, 235 bushel, 235.9, 5% lodged, 17% moisture. Then we got Seton Salt 1136, 232.8 bushel per acre, 20% lodged, and it was 16.3. Then we got Seton Salt 1125, 227, 20% lodged, 16% moisture. And the seventh one was Seed Genetics 1118 at 224.3, 0% lodged, it was stand perfect, and 15% moisture, it was the driest. Then we got last was Pioneer 1442, 220.4 bushel per acre, 15% moisture, and no, it's 15% lodged and 16.8% moisture. So that's what the plot turned out to be.
All right, the percent lodged, that's just an arbitrary, that's just your guess, right?
That's my guess and Dan's guess. Seton Salt rep, that was his guess. That's, you know, some pretty bad, some of them might have been a little worse than that, but the only one that stand perfect was the Seed Genetics. There was hardly a stalk down at all.
At the end of today's video, if I get back to the office, I'll try to do a little bit more of a yield analysis of it. All right, guys, change of plans. Shocker, I know. I was going to haul some corn to town today, but I'm going to just get the holding bins pumped up full of corn to load out tomorrow, and load the 2 trucks that me and George drive. That way we can hopefully haul a bunch tomorrow. Well, surprise, surprise, change of plans again. Cargill's going to be closed for the weekend. Today's Friday, they're closed tomorrow, and they're going to be open Sunday at noon for a couple hours. So I don't guess I'm loading trucks for tomorrow. I'm going to finish dumping these beans, and then depending on what time it is, I might go over and help Dad work on his combine, see what he's doing. Closed on a Saturday during harvest. That's wasn't expecting that. Yeah, time to clean up. And it's clean. Alright guys, Dad told me to come over here. We're going to get this thing hooked up to the draper head. It hasn't rained in like 10 hours. The wind's been blowing. The beans are only probably like 22, 23%. We're going to let her eat. I'm kidding, of course. We're not going to let her eat. She's just going to sit here. Well, I guess that's all we're going to do over here for today at the grain bins. Cargill being closed tomorrow kind of puts a damper on the plans I had, but if they're open Sunday, I'll probably come over here and load up everything tomorrow if we're not shelling corn. But like I said, we are going to hopefully be shelling corn tomorrow. That's kind of the tentative plan at the moment. But it's about 4 o'clock now. I'm supposed to go to a family dinner with my in-laws in an hour. So I'm probably just going to go home and start getting that yield data put together and put on a spreadsheet. And probably work on that combine tomorrow morning. I don't even know why we make plans. Alright guys, one thing I like about the field view, if our numbers were right, I would like it a lot more, but they're not. I'm able to take this out, I just took this out of Dad's combine, his iPad, and I can immediately create a yield map and print it off. So that's what I'm going to do now, and then we're going to do some more analyzing on our plot data. Alright, here I've adjusted the map legend a little bit. I ended up going with my minimum yield of 170. And now I'm going to go over here, click Harvest Summary, Create Map PDF. Alright, and there's my yield map. I'm going to click Email/print. I'm gonna go to print. Alright guys, we just got off the phone with Climate's tech support. Apparently the issues that we are seeing, it's not first we kind of thought it was maybe just us having lexion combines being the issue, because they do take an adapter kit. But that guy assured us that it's just an issue on just random accounts, that their yield analysis data is not translating right from the raw data collected from our monitor, and that they are aware of the situation and they are working on it, which is what we were told a month and a half ago, I think. But he did show me how to bring up the like the load summaries, which when we did our test plot, the way we did it was each time we changed varieties, that variety was saved as a load number. So like the plot started off on load number 5. I'm going to print this off. This is the summary of all those loads and how many bushels and everything came off of them. Unfortunately, that information is wrong, but I will put in the correct numbers. All right, guys, I'm still trying to get everything organized on this yield. I'm probably just going to make a small separate video, couple-minute video explaining the yield data, and I'll take screenshots of all this data and put in that video so you can see it for itself. I am getting different numbers in the Climate app and in the raw data that we took from our grain cart scales and in our data from our yield monitor. So trying to figure out which one of those is the most accurate is kind of where I'm getting stuck at now, but that will be in another video coming out very soon. But the channel was the best seed, like Dad said in the video earlier, but it does appear that there was a couple varieties fairly close to it, maybe. Yeah, no, 7-8 bushel difference, I guess. But yeah, that's where we're at for now. That'll probably be it for today's video, though. Thanks for watching. If you want, follow me on Instagram, Brian's Farming Videos, Twitter, Brian's Farming Videos, or Facebook at Brown Farms. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in tomorrow's video.